Today we are making chocolate cherry miniature cakes. Start by making the ganache. You're going to microwave bittersweet chocolate, heavy cream, and corn syrup. If you do not have corn syrup, you can use powdered sugar. Microwave 30 to 60 seconds at a time, and then stir. And keep microwaving and stirring till it's completely melted and smooth. Then you're going to set that aside and let that cool completely. Now for the frosting, I use pitted cherries and add some water, and you're going to blend that. I use frozen cherries to make it easier on myself. You're going to strain that through a fine mesh strainer and cook on medium-high heat. You want to have nice thick bubbles, and when you run the spoon across the pot, you're going to see a nice streak. To the reduced cherry mixture, you're going to add bloomed collagen, and then you're going to divide in half. In another bowl, you're going to mix some cold heavy cream and powdered sugar. You want to beat until you have stiff peaks, about 2 to 3 minutes. Now you're going to add half of the reduced cherry mixture and just mix until combined. The frosting should retain its stiff peaks. If it's falling off the whisk, just add a little more powdered sugar. And of course, take a look and see how you like it. Now for the cake, you're going to mix the cake flour, salt, and baking powder and set aside. In a larger bowl, you're going to mix egg yolks, vanilla, and oil. Then whisk in some granulated sugar and then the dry ingredients. And you're going to whisk until it's smooth. Beat the egg whites with some cream of tartar on high speed until you have stiff peaks. You're going to take the batter and whisk the egg whites in 3 additions. Then for the last addition, I gently fold it in. Now you're going to pour the batter into a rimmed baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You're going to tap it a few times. Bake at 350 for 12 to 14 minutes. When you press the cake, it should bounce back. You're going to immediately take out the cake and invert onto a damp towel and cooling rack. You're going to remove the parchment and then roll up the cake into a log starting at the shorter side. Let this completely cool, which should take about an hour. Once it's cool, you're going to unroll, re-roll the cake, and then cut into fourths or thirds, depending on the size you want. Unroll each strip. Okay, you're going to spread the ganache evenly over the 4 strips. You're then going to be adding the cherry frosting. If it is too stiff, let it sit out at room temperature for about 20 minutes. Gently press into the cake so that you can keep the 2 different layers. Now you're going to add the other half of the reduced cherry mixture. You're going to smooth that out just a little bit with your finger. And then you're going to roll each strip and then stack it vertically. You're going to let that set in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to take it out and then you're going to frost the cake. If you want a little extra cherry flavor in the outer frosting and you have the extra cherry reserves, go ahead and add that in. I did that to this next cake that you'll see. Once you frost the cake, you're going to let it set in the fridge for about 30 minutes. You want to make sure it's nice and cold. That just makes spreading the ganache a lot easier. I pour the ganache over the top of the cake and then let it drizzle down the sides, and then I smooth it out with an offset spatula. And I drizzled some white chocolate, and with a skewer, I gently swirl and strike the cake to make a marbleized effect. Once you're done, let it chill in the fridge completely. And then it's ready to serve. People are so surprised it has vertical layers. And it tastes very moist, rich, full of flavor. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoy.